I see that the room is full, everybody's dressed, everybody's smiling, everybody's happy, and you actually, I see my community can actually drink on a Tuesday night. So I see now that in future, Eddie, you'll have to host all the shiurim here. And you have spread like this, I know I'll get people to come. So you did better than I did, so congratulations. I didn't come prepared to say anything, but I just want to say a few words from really what's in my heart now that I'm here, and I'm standing here, and I'm also looking inside this book at the beautiful brachot and blessings that people have given to one of our children. Sarah Nurieli, Sarah is a child in Harbour Islands. One of our children. I've been living in Harbour Islands for 10 years, and I've seen Sarah grow from a little beautiful girl to an extremely beautiful, to a bigger girl. And you're not only beautiful, if I may say so, to look at, but you're also a beautiful, practical, sensible, very insightful young lady, way wise beyond your years. And I always find you very, very special, refined. It's called Adinat Nefesh. I just want you to know something. When I was preparing today, the Nusach of the Hakamat Hamatzeva, I was trying to offer my late mother in London, who just passed away, so I was looking for the right words. And I was thinking of the people in my community who fitted best the bill of what my mother was. And I came up with the word, I think my Ivrit is correct, Adinat Nefesh. Adinat Nefesh. You'll explain later what this is. I can't, it's something special, and you have it. And that's what's going on, I think, to describe my mother. And I was thinking of you. And I must tell you something that for me, I feel today, yes, that I'm also sending, as we are, perhaps we all in a way are sending one of our children, as your father correctly said, to go and serve the greatest country in the world, our country, the Jewish homeland, to go and serve in the army. I don't know if anybody here has ever read the book Startup Nation and all these kind of Israeli startup books. What they're trying to describe the restaurants, so what's the secret of the success of Israel, such a young country, and everybody said didn't stand a chance, and it's become so successful, it's like a leader of the world for so many things. And one of the reasons that they give that you'd like to say is that the youth of Israel are encouraged to go to the army. And in these 1 or 2 years, the youth are taught two very valuable things, that especially in America, unfortunately, perhaps our youth don't learn so much, and certainly the rest of the world. That is, first of all, comradeship, the value of a comrade, of somebody that you go under fire for, Mesirut Nefesh for, and there's nothing you won't do for your comrade. And that's what they teach you in the army, this bonding, this connectedness, the tremendous, to think of somebody else. Is my friend in danger? What would I do to save my friend? And there's a famous story, in fact, from the Sinai campaign, which is one of the first wars that we remember that we went through for Israel. And their soldier came back from the war, and the Rebbe, and actually I gave a picture of the Rebbe to Sarah tonight, all the children from Harbour Islands who go to the army, I give them a picture of a tzaddik, a holy man. I said, keep it with you the whole time, it'll keep you safe, keep you healthy and well and safe. It's good to have a picture of tzaddik, and I give it to all the children that they go. They should have somebody holy sometimes to look at as well. And this soldier, he went to the Rebbe when he got away from, when he was out after the campaign. So the Rebbe asked him all the details. Where were you in the Sinai campaign? Where were you? Were you in the trenches? What was going on? Everything. What was your weapons? What did they do? Anyway, he said, and the Rebbe asked, who you in the trench with? So he said, well, and this was a religious soldier. He said, I was in the trench with somebody from a kibbutz, somewhere in Israel. And the Rebbe said, what was your feeling to him? When I was in the army, I would die for him. And he would die for me. And such a close bonding we have. And I think this is one of the special things you learn in the Israeli army. And this is their success later on in life. They have this network. And the Rebbe says, may I ask you something? Since the war, it's now 3 months later, have you seen him? No. Did you inquire after him? No. Did you go to visit him? No. He said, why not? He said, I don't know. He lives in a different culture. I'm religious. He's not religious. He's in a kibbutz somewhere. I don't know. So the Rebbe said, if you would die for him, if he would be in danger, would you not go and save his life in the war? Yes. So he's in spiritual danger now too. Go and share with him the beauty of the Shabbat. Go and share with something beautiful. And this is the amazing connection that you have in the army. It doesn't matter. All the barriers come down. And you're going to mix with all kinds of young ladies and all kinds of soldiers from all different sections of society, different levels, and all different backgrounds. But one thing you'll see, you're all one. This, I think, is the greatest thing about our army. When my wife and I go to Israel, we try to go once a year. And one of the things we do, we make a bar mitzvah for one of my grandchildren. We try to make one a year in Israel. And Baruch Hashem, we've had the most wonderful events. I recommend it to anybody. The highlight of the event is when we go to an army base. and we take our grandson from America, and we share the simcha, our simcha, with the soldiers. And the feeling of achdut, of unity that we have when we go there, and we take a child from one corner of the world, and he celebrates his day with soldiers, total strangers, but we sing the same songs, we know the same things, we know, it all becomes one. And that's hopefully something you're going to experience when you go to the army, this achdut of Am Yisrael. It's all one thing. Both on a personal level, and even the volunteers who are going to come as well. We have many volunteers who come from all over the world. We all feel one bonding, and in the army you get that especially. So it's a big bracha to go to the army. It's a big blessing, and I think you're going to come back. However wise you are now, you'll be 10 times wiser and more insightful with all the insights that you'll get. So you have our blessing, and I think your parents are wonderful parents that they're encouraging you and helping you. It was your decision. It was your decision. Sarah came home one day and said, "Guess what?"
I think it was over the phone, not even like to the house.
Yeah, you couldn't face your mom. Yeah. Mom, are you sitting down?
That's in the text.
Sit down.
That was over the phone. I'm not that cruel.
Wait until take a drink. Mom, guess what? That Mom and Dad are happy and they're proud of you, as we all are. So I just want to give you my blessings. I said it's like sending my own daughter. So I give you our blessings on behalf of everybody here who's like a sister and a mother to you, and a father to you, as well besides your parents. That we give you our bracha, our blessing, that you should be safe, that you should have a successful, insightful, good learning experience. You should learn in a way. It's a strange thing to say. Don't quote me because I'll probably get fired as a rabbi. In a way, going to the army is like going to yeshiva. In a way, because you know what? You learn the oneness of the soul of all the Jewish people, which is really the end result of what you go to yeshiva to learn, or the seminary. That everybody's one. If you get that out of the army, besides all the other things they're going to teach you, it'll be great. You'll learn the value of another Jew, the greatness, the awesomeness of another. Sorry.
Nothing happened.
It's okay. No.
Nothing happened.
It says if you spill alcohol in a home, it's a simon bracha. So hopefully your daughter will have a bracha for that. It's fine. So anyway, Sarah, it's a simon. I sign. I spoke too much already, so it's time to close it. So we give you our blessing. Well, God Almighty should be with you. God should take care of you, and you will be our representative in the army, and we will pray for you as we do every week. The soldiers, we will think of you in our prayers as we make in the synagogue every Shabbat, and you'll be our representative. You're the volunteer that went on our behalf. So we want to thank you for being who you are, for making the decision that you made. And you should be safe, you should be well, you should be successful, and bring back many, many wonderful, beautiful stories of your experiences there. And you will change the world. Because of this experience, you will change the world 100%. Just like all the other soldiers and girl soldiers who go to the army, all the different things they accomplish later on in life. There's much you'll learn, and there's much you'll bring us back. So go with bracha and come back with bracha. So thank you for being Sarah. Sorry about that. Can't see, bring the rabbi house throws down. No.
Sarah has, I think, a few words to say also.
Spot there. We're not. Sincere, definitely. So I mean, first of all, thank you everyone for being here. Honestly, it means the world to me. Starting off, like, this year was a year with obstacles and milestones for me. I mean, I graduated high school, and many milestone there, but it was more so full of obstacles because it was not even an obstacle. It was more like just decisions. It was a lot of decision making this year. You know, whether to go to college or the army, and going through the whole process of college. I mean, in October I started doing the essays, and I realize now that my heart wasn't in it. Growing up, I grew up with the idea that, you know, Israelis go to the army first, then college. And I guess it stuck with me because once I made the decision to go with Galin Sabah, to go to the army, I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. I felt free, I felt happy, for like really, truly, like in my soul, happy for the first time in my life.
First time?
I know why you're doing
Happy among other, I mean, there are other happy times, but happy like doing something for myself for once. The group what I'm doing is going to about, it's a group of, it's for lone soldiers and to take them, you know, to be soldiers, but not just through the whole process of being a lone soldier, but, you know, bringing a family with them. And I remember going to the first seminar, because it's 4 seminars, then you make your decision. Going to the first seminar, I was a little, like, wary, because it's kids, I have no idea who they are. And after the first seminar, these kids have become, like, my family. And we had, like, the tekesium, and one of the kids, Jonathan, he said something that really stuck with me, and I think it stuck with a lot of people. Going to the army is the most selfish, selfless thing you can ever do. It's selfless because, you know, you're going for Israel, you're giving 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years of your life, however many you want, to, you know, serve Israel. You're as my mom says, you're a part of the army, you're property of the army. You're not, you know, you don't like that free will that comes of, you know, going to college or whatever. But it's selfish because you're doing it also for yourself, and you're leaving everything, like your parents and your friends, and it's hard on them too. So my whole worry also was that I wouldn't have like the community that I have here, because quite honestly, it's unparalleled. I have gone to so many different synagogues, so many different like places, and I haven't felt what I felt here. And thankfully with them, I still feel that sense of community. But I mean, thank you, Rabbi, Rabbits, and everyone from the community. You've given me that spiritual growth that I hope to share with with the Galim, because a lot of them don't come from, you know, places like I do, that I have this spiritual connection, the friends and everything. So hopefully I'll be able to give that to them. Thank you to like all the friends that we've had Shabbats with, and we've had so many affairs with. I mean, you guys made me who I am. You've grown my Avat Israel, you've grown everything. Ariel and Sharon, thank you for being there, because as many arguments as we have, I know.
They had an argument.
As many arguments as we've had, I mean, I do know you're always there. I mean, I can't ever imagine having someone else as my sibling. No one else would be able to handle you, quite honestly. Ima and Abba, there are no words to express how many things, because the amount of words would express, I need volumes 1 through 12. You guys, your unwavering support in this is the only thing that makes it easy. Not easy, because it's not easy. It's easier. You guys have, you've made me into like the person I am today, and despite like the arguments and but we've had so many times that were amazing. I mean, we went to Orlando impromptu like 2 weeks ago, just because it was my last time to go, and yalla, let's go. And just all like the jokes we have, and the memories that I made faces at, and when I'm in Kibbutz Magen, the kibbutz that's 20 minutes away from Gaza, I'm gonna be thinking of this, and I mean, I feel safe because I know that I'm loved, and I have your support, and that I'm able to Skype you, and that, like, I just be like, Ima, listen, I need to talk. Abba, I need to talk. I mean, the running joke is that like the rockets aren't gonna hit us; they're just gonna fly over us.
They're too close. They're too close to us.
I mean, honestly, like the whole point is just thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being just such an amazing community. Thank you for everything.
Love you, Chaim. Tzipora? Tzipora has a lot more
You
to
can't
say.
bet you couldn't get better than that. You try. You try.
Tzipora?
Well, I didn't write anything, but I can tell you that I think Sara, even before she chose us as parents, and decided to come to my room, she did it her way. She came to my room whenever she decided with Hashem. And I remember going to all the mommy and me that exists with her, and always feeling awkward because she always did her own thing. Everybody's around in a circle and doing the